Hey guys, Jim here, coming back with another video. Um, got 8 cards I want to show, some cards that I recently picked up. I've got 3 vintage Hall of Famers, and then I've got some cards for the PSA set registry for the top 100 cards of the 80s that I'm working on. So I'm going to get started right out. This first one is a 1988 Donruss Greg Jeffries. This card, somebody had posted a bunch of slabs up on Twitter, and I noticed that this was one of them. I fought myself a little bit about this for a few days, but I decided that if I'm going to make a serious run at completing this set registry, I should try and pick up this card. I messaged the guy like 3 days after he put the post up, and asked him if he still had it, and he did. He got back to me. He still had it, and he wanted $35 for the card, which was more than I wanted to pay. So I messaged him and I said I didn't want to pay $35, but if he couldn't find anybody else for $35 and he was interested in taking $25 for it, then I would be in at $25. So a couple days later, he messaged me back and said that he would sell it to me for $25, and so I figured for $25, it was worth it to me, and pretty sweet card. So Greg Jeffries, he was a highly touted prospect back in '88. It says in Beckett that he looked like the kid who sat near the back of your social studies class, and I would agree with that. He did play 14 seasons in the major leagues. He had a career batting average of .289, 126 home runs, 663 RBIs, and 196 stolen bases. His best seasons were in '93 and '94. He hit .342 and .345 respectively for the St. Louis Cardinals, and he made the All-Star team in both of those years. There's the back. So the next card I'm going to show, I'm going to ask you the question first. If I said who had the most hits and doubles out of any player for the decade of the 90s, wonder how many people, if you didn't already know the answer, I wonder how many people would say this guy, Mark Grace. Yes, he did. He had more hits and more doubles than any other player in the decade of the 90s. He was a really good player, actually. He played 16 seasons, mostly with the Cubs, and towards the end of his career, he played for the Diamondbacks. He was actually a World Series champion in 2001 with the Diamondbacks. Career .303 batting average, 2,445 hits, 173 RBIs, and 173 home runs. And 1,146 RBIs. Was also a 3-time All-Star and 4-time Gold Glove winner. Borderline Hall of Famer, in my opinion. Next up, I've got a 1985 Topps Oral Hershiser. Another borderline Hall of Famer, in my opinion. In fact, I believe that he had a few injury-plagued seasons that probably held his numbers down just enough to keep him out of the Hall of Fame. But he did play for 18 seasons. He had 204 wins and 150 losses. So he was like 54 games over 500 with a .348 ERA. Also a 3-time All-Star. His best season by far was in 1988. He had a 23-8 record, helping the Dodgers to win the World Series, where he was the World Series MVP. And he had a .226 ERA that season also, to go along with the 23 wins and 8 losses. He also pitched 59 consecutive scoreless innings that year, which set a new major league record, which was formerly held by Don Drysdale. And I believe that record still stands today. Not 100% on that. Next up, I've got a 1986 Bo Jackson. Not much needs to be said about Bo. We all know him. Probably would have been an NFL Hall of Famer for sure if he hadn't been injured, and not sure about being a baseball Hall of Famer, but he certainly would have had a very good career. So that's a really sweet card. I like this card. 86 Donruss rookies. I believe that this is probably a team issued photo because it's the exact same image that is on his 1986 Topps Traded card. So there's that. It's a sweet looking card. Next up, I've got a Hall of Famer, 1988 Flair, John Smoltz. The rookie card there. So we all know Smoltz. Just a great pitcher. Pitched for many years. And very happy to have his rookie card for sure. So those 5 cards were for the top 100 cards of the 80s set registry. Next up, I've got an awesome card. 1969 Topps Johnny Bench, All-Star rookie. Just love this card. I'm so happy to have it. It's I like the Gold Cup rookie cards from the 60s. They get those nice big gold cups on there. It's just an awesome card, awesome image. There's the back. So happy to have that for sure. Next up, another awesome rookie card of a Hall of Famer. 1975 Topps George Brett, just a classic card. I love this card. It's in such great condition. Nicely centered. The color looks great. Really the only issue with this card is, and it's even hard to see, there's a little mark. I guess you can see it right there. There's a mark right there on the card, which doesn't bother me one bit. 75 Topps George Brett. There's the back. I just smudged the damn. But yeah, there's the back. Okay, so next up is the biggest one of all, and for me anyway. 1973 Topps Mike Schmidt rookie card. Another card just really pretty nicely centered. A little bit off on the left here. But just an awesome looking card. Nice image, good color. Nice color to it. And by the way, Ron Say was a pretty good damn player too. But obviously Schmidt was awesome. Unbelievable Hall of Famer. That's what the back looks like. So yeah, that's it. That's what I got to show now. I also have been picking up a bunch of Michael Jordan cards. I'm going to do that in another video because I've got like 8 Michael Jordan cards that I recently picked up that I want to show off, but I'm going to do another video on that. Also, I'm going to put my Twitter handle in the description of this video. I don't know if any of you guys are on Twitter, but if you want to hook up on Twitter, I'll leave my Twitter handle there. There's a really good hobby card community there on Twitter. So if you guys are on there, hit me up if you want. Otherwise, yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Have a great day, and bye for now.